Chris, what shot do you give Cleveland to win it all now?
Well, they definitely win in the East. There's no question about that. And obviously, I want to see them continue to play well. It's been 2 games. They were great. But I want to see the young guys, the new guys, make a commitment on the defensive end. They have for the first 2 games, but I want to see that continue, and they should improve theoretically on that end. So at this point, I'll give them 25 to 30% chance of winning it all. It could improve. I definitely think they can give Golden State a better series than they did last year. I think they could give them a really competitive 6-game series. One thing I like last night, LeBron James, we talked about his excitement. In his post-game interview with TNT, with Barkley and Shaq and those guys, like, you could see how excited he was to play with these new guys.
Yeah.
And for him to come out and say, just get me in the playoffs, 1 through 8, 1 seed, 8 seed, it doesn't matter. I like my chances. I like that confidence. He doesn't always come out and make statements like that. No. And the fact that he did, I liked when they asked him who you'd like to meet. He said 1 through 8, whoever it is. He didn't go, man, you know, that Golden State team, you just want to get there and take your chances. He didn't give them too many props. You know, like
that's what Shannon did earlier. He's still afraid of Golden State. But go ahead.
He ain't afraid of nothing. LeBron ain't afraid
Oh,
of
now you're not afraid.
LeBron ain't afraid
An
of
hour later, you're empowered.
See, I like that he wasn't as – LeBron's been somewhat deferential to them in the past.
I agree.
And he wasn't yesterday, so I like that. And beyond what Cleveland can do to improve, look, Golden State, they're still the favorite. There's no question in my mind. But they appear more vulnerable than we thought.
Yes.
Yep.
Right? It's difficult. You know, only 4 teams ever have played in 4 straight finals. And it's tough to do, not only physically, but just mentally. And you see Durant and Draymond have more ejections than ever.
They do.
That could be being exasperated. Just, you know, Steve Kerr has said they're tired of my voice. He's letting them coach games.
I agree.
You know, there's no sense of urgency.
He's letting them coach games in which they're being blown out. They're blowing the team out. He ain't let them coach Portland.
1 game.
He ain't let them coach in Portland.
Well, I don't know how you feel. I like that what he did. You know, to me, there are very few coaches who know what it's like to get to 4 straight finals.
Man,
and so he's doing what he has to do to keep these guys motivated and all that. But beyond that, the 2 years they won championships, they didn't have the toughest road in the playoffs. The first year, remember, Memphis had injuries. The Clippers had injuries.
Everybody, every point guard went down right in a row. Yeah.
Right? Then they won in 17. Portland, you mentioned Yusef Nurkic. Portland wouldn't have beat them, but they were injured.
They were.
You know, and who they play last year that also was in San Antonio.
San Antonio.
The Spurs.
Why?
So they're out. So the 1 year they had a rough road in the West, down 3-1 to OKC, they didn't close the deal and win it. Again, I'm not saying Cleveland's the favorite. I'm just saying I think Golden State is more vulnerable. They're going to have a tough road. OKC, if you get them in the second round, I don't think they'll beat them, but I think they'll make it tough.
I'm going
and
to say it one more
emotionally,
time.
it'll be tough.
Utah is no joke.
Utah is playing
No
well.
joke.
They got to get in.
I tell
but
you,
they're
ain't no
tough.
joke.
So you could get
The
them in
Denver
round
Nuggets.
1.
They're no joke.
You fooling with Nurkic and those marksmen they got, they're going to be no joke.
Yep.
You don't want to see them. Skip, look, I'm going to be all the way 100 with you. The Golden State Warriors still have 4 All-Stars. They're still the favorite. Vegas says so. But I like what I'm seeing. Plus, Kevin Love's going to come back. Now, he's going to come back, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks before the end of the regular season. Hopefully, he can get his legs, he can get his rhythm back, because if we get that, I like where we're sitting. We're sitting pretty. But Jordan Clarkson, man, I love Clarkson. I'm so hood. Skip, you see him letting the threes go? See, he wears shorts around his waist, below his waist. You put a hand in his face, don't even matter. Let them threes go from Enid. Shot one from Idabel, Oklahoma, Joy. You don't know Idabel. That's way out there.
I know exactly. I've been there.
Hood.
His stroke, how good does his shot
Look good.
I mean, beyond it going in, it looks.
And he played D. So can you imagine? Let's say, Skip, I want you to picture this. Close your eyes and just go with me for just a second. LeBron, K-Love, Hood, Korver, Clarkson, or JR. Oh, just for a second there, Skip.
Or Hill. I mean,
And we got George Hill. All he want to do is just, hey, let me shoot my 2 or 3 threes a game. He gonna make 2 or 3 of those. Hey, and I'm play defense on your point guard. I'm put that D on him. Big body guy, knows what it's like. Hey, and embrace the moments. You know, we had some guys, you know, they couldn't be themselves in Cleveland. Yeah, because you weren't yourself in Cleveland. And now look at them in Utah. Oh, I'm having fun again. Really? You having fun? Oh, you like losing, huh? Okay, have fun with that.
I am blown away by the impact of this trade. I cannot remember, I know it's only a 2-game sample that we have so far, but I cannot remember a more impactful, turn it completely around deadline trade than this one just did for this basketball team, because it was sensational addition by subtraction. All the bad stuff, Isaiah, Derrick Rose, even Jay Crowder and Shump,
Wade didn't fit. I mean,
Wade didn't fit. It didn't fit. But all the ones that I'd say you don't need him, you don't need him, you need to get rid of him and get rid of him, they all left in one fell swoop, and you added 4 players who are perfect cogs for what you do.
Don't need the ball.
That don't need the ball, but you got 2 guys who are as instant in offense this side of Lou Williams as you can find in the NBA, coming off the bench, and they love coming off the bench. It's all they've ever done. They come in firing. They are fearless, but they're good team guys because they'll play. Both of them will play defense.
Yes.
And then you got 2 guys who play the right way in George Hill and Larry Nance Jr. They're overachievers in their own ways, but they're talented overachievers. And all of a sudden, I'm watching at Boston and at Oklahoma City, I'm watching a turnaround where I said, this fits and clicks like that. Everybody found their roles immediately. Usually you need a month, you need 6 weeks. You might even need until next year to figure all this out. And it looked like they figured it out from jump. And at Oklahoma City, what an incredible 3-week turnaround it was.
124, 148.
To watch Oklahoma City go into Cleveland and score 148, and then you go to their place and just run them out of their own building with your new guys. And this is all without Kevin Love, as you point out. Wait until he's only an all-star.
He was a 2010 guy before Isaiah came back. But Skip, I keep telling you this. You don't have to tell Bron the ingredients. Just get him there. He said, get me to the playoffs. Just get him there, and he going to make it. And I tell you what, all that y'all talking about, Gordon Hayward might come back.
He might.
The Celtics.
It doesn't matter, right?
Nothing matters.
If Gordon Hayward came back at his best, they're not better than
Toronto, the baby dinosaurs. Y'all get nothing either. You know what?
You think they would be?
Nope, not now. Not now. And I'm going to give this team with LeBron, he feels like he's the comeback player of the year to me because he was so bad for those 19 games ahead of the deadline.
He wasn't bad. It was what he played with.
Okay, but just remember.
He wasn't himself, though.
He had the worst plus-minus in all of basketball over 19 games. That's pathetic. And it was shocking to me because he's clearly way better than that.
Well, let me ask you a question, Chris. If you got 5-day-old fish riding in the car with you, it's going to smell, right? Is it you or the fish?
Look.
But the stench is on
But you, as the leader of the team, I get he was down. He's looking at what I got. This isn't working. But you have to try to set a better
He was effectively quitting on Dan Gilbert and Kobe Altman.
And he may have been sending a message to get, look, at the end of the day, it worked. If that was his plan, that's passive-aggressive.
It is. And obviously, you didn't get a superstar back, but you got 4 really good players who just changed the whole chemistry and face of the team.
A superstar would have been a lot harder to work with.
Yeah.
I give them a 50-50 shot against the Golden State that is struggling right now, having a hard time just because they're kind of worn out of each other and their coach.
Celtics.
You ready?
There's nobody in the East.
Oh, we already know Toronto would rather hug a porcupine than see LeBron in the playoffs. We already know how that's going to end.
So make the pick, Shannon. Go ahead and say it.
Pick them.
Might be going
Guts.
I got to skip.
Guts.
I got to see Kevin Love. Kevin Love.
Kevin Love.
Kevin Love
That'll
was
be
wounded.
interesting.
Did you see all the guys taking shots at him here? D-Wade was picking on him and Isaiah.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.